Design and build quality. Designed by Google and manufactured by Foxconn. Internal code name is Panther for Pixel 7 and Cheetah for Pixel 7 Pro. Gorilla Glass Victus on both sides with aluminum frame on Pixel 7. Went with the black color. Model number is GVU6C, which is a model without the millimeter wave. The SKU is US. You have different SKUs from US, UK, Japan, India, etc. IP68 dust and water resistance, fingerprint resistant coating or oleophobic coating on the front screen. The back glass is very prone to fingerprints, so I would recommend a case or even a skin. Weighs around 200 grams with Spigen case. Comes with 8GB LPDDR5X from Samsung with 128GB of UFS 3.1 from SK Hynix. The display is a 6.3 inch 90Hz Full HD Plus OLED or AMOLED with adaptive refresh rate and supports HDR, HDR10 Plus and HLG standards to watch HDR content. Peak brightness is 1400 nits and the average being 1000 nits with auto brightness enabled. 3 mics with noise suppression. Main camera is a 50 megapixel with f-stop 1.85, 82-degree field of view, 12 megapixel ultra wide with f-stop 2.2 with 114-degree FOV. The front camera is a 10 megapixel with f2.2. Coming to the battery life, the typical battery capacity is 4355 milliampere hour. Charging speed is at 20 watt USB PD 3.2 on both wired and wireless connection. Takes 1 hour 30 minutes to charge from 0 to full on standard 18 watt adapter or even using a higher adapter of 65 watts. Average screen on time is around 6 hours with Wi-Fi connected, and on mobile data set to 4G or LTE it is 5 hours and 4 hours with 5G. Supports reverse wireless charging, aka battery share. Ideally lasts around for 18 hours and can be stretched to a day with extreme battery saver. Enable adaptive battery and adaptive charging to maximize battery life and battery health. It has Samsung Exynos 5300 modem. Supports almost all 5G, non-standard, non-standalone, standalone and sub-6 LTE, 3G and 2G bands. It also supports 3GPs, 5G NR release 16 on Android 14, which should improve power consumption and even give a bit of boost in the performance. Supports Wi-Fi 6E with MIMO and BT 5.2 with dual antennas. NFC for contactless payments, USB 3.2 Gen 2 port with 10 Gbps data transfer speed, dual band GNS, GPS, GLONASS, Galileo, QZ, SS, Beidou and Nav IC for GPS navigation. Compared to Pixel 4a, Exynos 5300 has much better Wi-Fi or cellular range and speed. It was shipped with a USB-C to USB-A adapter, also called as a quick switch tool or adapter, 1 meter USB-C to C PD 3.2 cable that can support up to 30 watts. SIM ejector tool, power adapter is not included. Anyway, I'm using a 4A's 18 watt PD adapter and also got a multi-port 65 watt adapter from Amazon Basics. I'll add the links in the description. Coming to the performance, it is the first Android smartphone that runs only 64-bit apps. My ambient temperatures hovered around 28 to 40 degrees Celsius. Uses custom ARM V8 64-bit Tensor G2 made by Samsung Foundry, made on a 5 nanometer lithography, which features 8 core with big dot little design. Core config consists of 2 Cortex X1 clocked at 2.85 GHz, which is a performance core. Coming to the efficiency cores, you have 2 cores of Cortex A78 clocked at 2.35 GHz and 1.8 GHz Cortex A55, which is a quad core, so totaling around 6 efficiency core and 2 performance cores. Cores are numbered from 0 to 7 as per ADA or Dev Info app. A55 occupies core 0 to 3, A78 occupies core 4 and 5, and finally X1 occupies core 6 and 7. Tensor G2 has enough performance for day-to-day usage and can handle resource-intensive apps and games much better than 4A, which I always wanted from my 4A. Sustains performance much longer than 4A and throttling starts at 42 degrees Celsius. Even with extreme battery saver or battery saver enabled, CPU performance is unaffected in Geekbench 6. I would say it gave much better scores in battery saver than in normal mode when ambient temperatures peaked above 40 degrees Celsius. Google Assistant, Live Translate, Photo Unblur, Magic Eraser, Extra were much faster than 4A and consumed less battery. Finally, Pixel 7 has 4K 60 FPS on all the cameras, and the quality was excellent against 4A, which could not sustain 4K 30 beyond 5 minutes in H.264 or HPEG or H.265 video codec. Didn't had much expectations for the video quality, but it sure made me believe that Tensor G2 did bring major improvements to video quality and accurate colors than 4A. G2 has Pixel 7 has LDAF or laser autofocus sensor, spectral and flicker sensor. Super zoom is supported on main camera with up to 8x zoom. Supports stereo recording, audio zoom, spatial audio, HDR recording are limited to 30 frames per second. Hardware acceleration for HPEG, H.264, VP8, VP9, AV1, etc., which are much needed features and make it on par with other flagship phones. Let's get into software and features section. No bloatware, shipped with Android 13. OS version upgrades till 2025 October, and security updates till 2027. Some of the Pixel specific features are clear calling, adaptive sound, VPN, which is not yet available in India, Magic Eraser and Photo Unblur, car crash, which is another feature which is not yet available in India, cough and snore info tracking. Very good haptics. Was amazed on how natural it felt than Pixel 4a. Now playing feature, which identifies music playing around you and show the information on your phone home screen. For the security features included with your Pixel 7, you have optical fingerprint sensor, face unlock, Titan M2, Android Virtualization Framework AVF, and disable 2G toggle. I'll go into the detail of each and every one. Optical fingerprint sensor is a class 3 biometric device. I'll add the link to the Android docs. Face-based authentication, which is not secure as per the Android docs and is used only for unlocking the device because it is a class 1 biometric device which provides the convenience of unlocking the phone and does not work for contactless payments, etc. Android Virtualization Framework provides a secure and private execution environment. Disable 2G toggle, which is present in your SIM settings, which allows you to disable the insecure 2G network because it lacks any kind of an encryption and you can be exploited with fake base stations. Titan M2 is a separate chip that does not share resources like memory or cache with the main processor, works alongside private compute core, which is supported by Android, provides bootloader and OS integrity, supports Android Strongbox and protected confirmation. It is also certified under common criteria PP0084, which is the gold standard for hardware security components used for SIM cards and banking cards, that is your debit or credit cards, tested by third-party tester called SGS Brightside. I'll add the link to their security blog for Titan M2. 5G connection, the battery life is bad and device gets hot while browsing the web or watching videos on YouTube and in prolonged usage, that is GPS navigation. I did disable dual SIM dual standby because I use only one physical SIM and it did improve connectivity and reduce the idle drain. Tensor G2 gets hot pretty quickly, especially after new security patch is installed, even after manually running background optimization using ADB. Camera when used by third-party apps are blurry and has more noise